a review show on something that I have been mentioning recently. And when I mentioned it, people were like, "What? Phil, you are doing this?" Well, we never would have thought. We never would have suspected or thought that Phil would be involved in something like this. And no, it's not making drugs in my basement. I swear, okay, cops already checked. It's actually something very different. It's something that blew people's minds when I mentioned it. They were like, "Are you kidding? What?" And of course, some idiots make fun of it, but it's something that's very common. It's something that's very commonplace, but it's also something that, quite frankly, I think I might be able to help people out with. All right, my idea is every once in a while to review some cologne. All right? So, for example, today I am wearing this fragrance right now, and I could smell it. All right? And it smells great, by the way. All right? And the reason that I think that this would be an interesting thing to do would be cologne is all over the place. You can buy cologne for no exaggeration, $100+ a bottle. And you actually, a lot of cases, you don't even know what you're getting. Sure, it'll say, "Oh, it has notes of bergamot and sandalwood." What the fuck does that mean? I'm going to drop a ton of money to get cologne, and I'm not going to know what it smells like because you're going to drop these weird names that no one, who the fuck smells sandalwood and knows what that is? Right? Now, in addition to the fact that cologne itself is kind of an enigma when it comes to you don't know what it smells like when you're getting it, cologne pricing is all over the place, okay? Designer cologne costs a ton of money. Like this bottle right here is around 3 ounces, okay? For a designer cologne, if this was, say, Dolce & Gabbana, or if this were, what's another big one? I'm trying to think of all the big names out there for cologne right now. Versace, okay? One of these big ones, right? A bottle like this would cost you anywhere between $80 to $150. No lie. So the thing is, do you really want to mess around getting that? Even the smaller size, like the 1 ounce size, right? Which is very little and will probably be gone in a short period of time. Okay, that's like $50. So it's incredibly expensive, right? But there's other colognes out there that are alternatives to the name brand designer stuff that are way less expensive, like significantly less expensive. Okay, and they smell great. And I know from personal experience. And the thing is, I actually now, in the last 6 to 8 months, as I changed my wardrobe and I was upgrading how I looked and everything, I actually kind of got into cologne a bit. And so I have actually a good selection of colognes that I use regularly. Some of them I really like, some I hated, okay? And we could actually do a series where I can show you guys, okay, different product of different level. I could show you the cheapest of the cheap, but actually is pretty good. I could show you stuff that's way expensive, or we could show you in between. I can describe how different they are. Because, for example, dude, just so you know, it is so crazy how different cologne smells. Some of them are sweet. Some of them are more floral. Some of them smell like the sea. Some of them just smell fresh. And male scents can be all over the place. With women, generally the scents are within like 2 or 3 categories. But with male scents, they tend to be like way different directions. All right? So, I could tell you right now, for example, right now, I have 3 different colognes that are exactly the same company. Okay, but each scent is completely different and smells different. And the funny part is the bottles look the same. So you might not even be able to tell, but what's the difference between this one and this one? Well, I'll actually tell you. Instead of saying, well, this one has bergamot. What the f*** is bergamot? I can be like, well, this one kind of smells really refreshing. Like, think that you walked outside on a clear summer day and the breeze hits its clean air, right? Or this one smells like the sea, like you're actually on the beach and you get that waft of sea salt. That's what this one smells like. That's what no one tells you. They'll ask me why, because that's the information I want to know when I buy cologne. But no one does that. They all say these fucking fancy bullshit terms that no one understands. All right? So, FYI, the way that, ouch, scratch myself this one, that hurts. The way the show would work is basically I would take whatever scent I'm wearing that particular day. All right? So, basically this one, but again, I'm not going to reveal what this is right now, but this particular fragrance, we're wearing it today, if we hit the 10-goal milestone today, all right, I would say, hey, so here's the fragrance I'm wearing today. Let's do a review of it. Now, I don't know if it's going to be DSP tries it or it could be something different. DSP smells it. Right? Who knows? I'm not sure how to do it yet, right? So, I feel like here's where the value would be. Number one, I can show you the actual packaging. This is what it looks like, because you might not realize this. The packaging is a big part of not only the marketing, but the price. Some of these colognes have fancy-ass bottles, and then they charge you more for the bottle, which makes no sense. The low-end colognes that smell great usually don't have good-looking bottles, but it doesn't mean that they're not good. You see? So, I could show you the bottle and the design. I can describe what it smells like, because it's going to be a big deal about what you want. And then some of the other stuff, how long does it last? Because that's a key thing. I'm going to be very transparent here. Some cologne I really like, but it just doesn't last long enough. Who cares if it smells good, if it only smells good for 15 minutes and then it goes away? And I'm not talking cheap ones. I'm talking expensive cologne that I have just dries up and you can't smell it within like 20 minutes. So that's the kind of stuff that everyone needs to know in regards to cologne. And of course, the pricing, because that's another thing. This bottle, for the record, is not expensive at all. Okay, this is a very inexpensive cologne that I have here, and I think it's great. But I also have some really good, strong colognes that are, expensive, and those are good. But, and then the thing is also, over time, you could do different things. All right? Like, for example, I could get different samples of different ones. I could personally try different ones. You guys could recommend. You could say, hey, Phil, this one is really interesting. Try this one out. And then maybe I could buy like the trial size of one of these that you guys recommend, do a demo of it. And if I like it, then I can actually get it for myself. All right? So, again, the reason I came up with this idea is because, number one, you guys have been complaining enough with the fast food, do something different. So I'm trying to think of things I would like. I could try product, but what product do I actually have some experience in now that I would kind of be able to give a valid opinion? This is something that I actually have some experience in now. All right. Now, you might say it's the worst idea ever. Some people in chat are saying that. Like I said, I think this will only apply to people who are interested in cologne. That's not going to be everyone. I do have a predominantly male audience, but not everyone wears it. So you might say, well, immediately you're cutting out a big portion. You're right. I do think that at face value, DSP tries it of doing fast food is the thing that appeals to the widest audience. But people are telling me that they're bored of it and they want something different. And by the way, this doesn't have to be frequent. This could be, I don't know, once every 3-4 goals. Like, let's say, for example, we do a 50-goal milestone. So then the next 10, we do a DSP tries it fast food. Maybe the next one, we do a DSP tries it a cologne. And the one after that, we do more fast food. But then we have the milestone where we end up doing another marathon. And then it resets, you see? Like, maybe keep fast food in it more frequently. And then just have this stuck in as an idea from time to time. I'm just saying, I don't want this to be a weekly thing. I think this is something that you stretch out over time and people could get a lot of knowledge about stuff from this series. But again, should this be DSP tries it? Should this be it? So, should be DSP smells it? Ha ha ha, right? I don't know. Now, if you don't think that this is a good idea, fine, and I'm glad that you're going to be honest with me and tell me, but I want to know what you think would be a good idea, and it has to be something that's viable. It has to be something that's reasonable. It has to be something that's done in this office, not me going out doing extravagant IRL streams, not me cooking. Enough with the bullshit. I keep telling you all, we have to find things that are good ideas that can be done within reason, okay? That can be done as series in here, that I can maybe squeeze between a stream, not some extravagant giant fucking thing that's not viable or reasonable or realistic. But every time that I ask for ideas, this is what I get hit with. Oh, do something giant and absolutely ridiculous that, I don't have time for. I'm already doing 5 to 6 days of full-time streaming a week. I'm already juggling a ridiculous amount of games. I'm already doing other projects. You guys keep saying, you're going to play this one, you're going to play this one. When you're bringing back DSP Throwback Retro Nights when there's Legos coming back, I'm only one guy. So I don't have time to do extravagant projects outside of the realm of what I'm doing. Already I'm being pulled in so many directions, you understand? So I hope you get that. All these ridiculous things that people tell me not to do, or tell me to do, I can't do. Okay? I'm not going to go on a trip. I'm not going to spend 4 hours cooking in my kitchen for something that I don't care about. You know what I mean? Okay.
Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you on the next one.
Viewers laughing, can't stand still. DSP Zest brings a thrill.